in. Welcome in to the studio at Two Girls Treasure. Hey, welcome in on a Monday. I'm Diane Pruitt. I'm moving some things around in the studio so I can get to the things I want to play with today. We have a couple of glass jars. We have some paint brushes, some Decoupage Queen rice paper designs, our Pentart foils. I picked out purple today, and our decor glue tacky. This is some of the stickiest glue I have ever played with before, and it does an amazing job. So let's put it to work today. And I want to show you how to put these pieces together. We're going to mix them up and we're going to make them into something really special. I'm going to shake this glue up really, really well, and I'm going to pull my chair around. This is a sit down activity. I've been on my feet for days and days and days working on our cottage series bedroom set. And since it is done and waiting in the wings to finish drying really well, we're going to sit down and do some work. I'm going to spray our prep on the outside of the bottle. I don't remember what this bottle was for. What came in this bottle? I don't know, but I love the shape. But I've had it sitting for a little while, so we're going to spray the prep on it, our Rethunk Junk Paint by Laura Prep proprietary formula. Everyone asks me, what is this stuff? It smells like Windex, but it's not. It smells like, I know, but it's a proprietary formula, y'all. That means we don't know what's in it. And I don't think I want to know. Not because it's dangerous, but because it's just so cool. It's one of those products that you just have to trust will work, does work, has worked, and pretty much will always work. I'm good with that. So Rethunk Junk Paint by Laura Prep, a paper towel, and the outside of the bottle is super duper clean. It's a great bottle too. Square with some flutes on the tapered top. I think this is a great piece. So we have our purple foils, and we have some super cute decoupage papers. We have a clearance section, and these are rolled up because they've been rolled up. So these are really inexpensive, y'all. Because we were clearancing all of our decoupage papers so we could start again. And guess what? We did. So we actually just received and put out on the shelf the brand new Gentle Lilacs collection, which I could be using right now because I'm doing purple. I could. I should be, shouldn't I? Raise your hand if you want to see the Gentle Lilacs, because of course I'm using purple foils. That just makes sense. I'll be right back. Let me go grab one. I should have thought of that. I probably did. Whoosha! All the way across the store and back again. But look, this is the brand new stencil, Gentle Damask from Aveda Zendana. And these are the Gentle Lilacs decoupage papers. They're so beautiful. There is a lovely tweeter Another lovely tweeter. These are tall and we want, isn't that beautiful? I think this is my favorite one though with the music. So let's use this, although these are lovely images as well. But we'll use these two items and our foils. We're going to mix it all up today. Now it's got this in this way. So I'll take this out. We'll lay that down. What a beautiful paper. And we're going to use it to make a beautiful bottle. Ah, that's going to look so good. So, so good. Yes. And it's just the right size. We'll have a little bit left over. I think what we'll do is use this side and trim the bottom, trim the edge. So that way we have the lilacs in. And then I'll show you what we'll do with these fabulous little products right here. Let me grab my little Sharpies. This is called Lilac Song. I should be wetting this. I should be, so let's do that. Wrong bottle. Oh, I'll bet it's in my bag. My little spray bottle of water. Yes, you know, I put it in my bag of goodies, which turned into bags of goodies to go. Which was just fine. Oh no, you know what? It didn't go anywhere. It's right here. We used it on Friday when we hosted a private workshop session for our friend. You know, anytime that you don't have time to do a workshop session on our Saturdays, you know, you can come in by appointment and do a private workshop session. If you didn't know that, well, today you do. We do private sessions because everybody's schedule is not the same. So if you see a project you'd like to do, or if there's something that you want to learn how to use, then let me know. We'll set up a date and a time and we'll hang out in the studio together and I'll show you all the things I have learned and help you get started. It's not hard. Sometimes you just need a friend to hang out with and DIY your life. It's perfectly fine. What I'm doing right now is just pulling the white space off. I typically don't mind the little ragged edges on rice paper because they look so cool. They're very fibrous, and when you pull them apart, you get those little fiber hairs, and it blends very nicely with your paints as well as with your additional implementations. Now, I'll tell you what we probably should do first after we pull this off. Probably should put a solid coat on the bottle uh, in white. And that's because, and I've tried it before. Good morning. Thank you for being here. It's so much fun to craft with a friend. You want to lay down a good base of white And although y'all know that makes my heart hurt sometimes because plain white, what happens is when you use white under your decoupage paper, it lifts your images up. So they're so absolutely beautiful, crisp and clean. If you use another color, the world is not going to end because of it. However, unless you're doing something, unless you're doing a spooky image like for Halloween, then you're going to want that white background to brighten up the tone of your project. Now, I have used other colors before, and it's not really a great idea. Um, Other colors underneath your decoupage papers don't really give you the lift and can actually change the colors, the tone of your decoupage paper, and it will not look pretty. And we're going for pretty here. So I have my cloud, which is our purest white, and let's just go ahead and put a good coat of white on where we're going to put the decoupage paper. Now, I'm not going to put it on where we're going to put the foils, and we'll use the foils across the top edge, okay? We may come down into the decoupage paper with foil, but in order to brighten that decoupage paper, we're going to white the bottle so that it looks fantastic. We'll go ahead and do this one as well. Let me spray it with some Pret and clean this one off. I love a good glass jar. It's like a good box. You can't throw them away. You have to use them. Hey, good morning. Good morning. My goodness, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a beautiful day. And I appreciate you taking time to stop by the studio and visit with me while we mix some products up on Mixology Monday. There we go. The inside is clean now, like that. There we go. All right, now we can use that as well. And go ahead and put a good coat of white on this jar so that we can base our decoupage papers in a nice bright color. This is a brilliant white. It's called Cloud, and we exclusively use Rethunk Junk Paint by Laura. It is a made in America brand, mom and pop owned, not corporate. And we love it because it does all the things we need a paint to do and then some. Let me grab our fan. I moved it for our workshop on Friday. And then we got super duper busy with our redesign of our wall. Good morning, welcome in. And we're back. All right, we'll throw these in front of the fan and dry them rather quickly. We don't want to open the foils until we get this a little bit drier. And we can use our decor glue tacky for both the foils and the decoupage paper. You're from India? Oh my goodness. And Japan? That's amazing. Don't do any ugliness. There's somebody's message that's being reviewed. Don't do ugliness on my page. I'll block you. We don't do ugly here. So if you're being ugly, your mama taught you better than that. And if she didn't, she should have. And if you're grown, you know better. All right, let's get that dry. And we know that there's a portion right here we're going to pull off. So this is taller than we need. Right here underneath this line of music is where we'll separate our portions. I'll give it another little spritz. There we go. Turn the fan away from my face. It's still a little cool in South Carolina this morning, but it's spring. It should be occasionally cool. And then those massive 80-degree days, that's what we have today. It's going to be awesome, y'all. All right. And we also know that there's a portion of this that does not fit. 1, 2, 3. We'll have to check it again, but I believe it is right here. So we'll pull this. Kind of had it marked in my mind. So we'll pull that portion off as well. Set that to the side. We can use it if we need to. Just about dry, just about dry. Such a beautiful, beautiful decoupage paper. It's nighttime. Oh, we are doing a glass painting. What we're actually going to do today is a glass decoupage with some of our Pentart foils. And I picked out the purple foil. I don't know if you can see that real well. I'll tip it so the light catches it. Look how beautiful that foil is. And we're going to use our brand new Gentle Lilacs decoupage paper. These are from Iveda Zanata out of Europe. And she has created this beautiful collection. They're available on our website. You can just search Decoupage Queen on the collections, and you will find all of the beautiful brand new designs. Plus, Mel told me I didn't put this in inventory, but this is called Gentle Damask, and we're going to use this as well today with our foils and our decoupage paper. I love recycling a good glass jar because these don't need to go in the landfill. These just don't need to go in the trash. We need to find something good to do with them. All right, I'm going to leave the fan on. I'll turn it down on low because it's kind of noisy. And let's get out our decor glue tacky. This does work for your decoupage, but I'm going to tell y'all, this is some of the stickiest glue I've ever used. So use it wisely once you get started. We're going to put a good liberal coat over where we just painted. I'm applying it gently because I don't want to pull the damp paint. And I know it's damp because we just put it on. All 4 sides. I'm only putting the decor glue tacky on where the paint is. I'm not going to tacky the top of it yet. It's not time. So I'll wipe that off. I'm going to leave it right beside where we are. Now, I'm going to start at the back edge so that when we get to, there we go, we'll have the lilacs right across. That's lovely. Right across the top. And a little glue right across that top edge. And we will lay this straight over. Absolutely beautiful decoupage papers. Just lovely. And where it changes tone, where the transition of the paper is, we can actually use some of our paint colors and we can fog in a little bit of darker tone and bring it up to the lighter tone. So that way we blend that color in very nicely. Good morning. It is beautiful, isn't it? I think these are a great collection. I love lilacs. I really do. They were one of my nanny's favorites. So we're going to let this dry now. It's so pretty. Let's put it back in front of the fan and let that dry in. And then let's take this beautiful jar and I really don't want to use the bunnies for this, so I'm going to trim this out right before the bunny ears. We'll use the portions of it um, that are, that are not, although the bunny is so super cute, we might use the bunny anyway. He doesn't really fit on here the way I would want him to, but I believe what we could do is trim out right above the butterfly's wings and the rabbit, and we can make this work. I'm going to go say hello and see who we have in store. Good morning. Oh, we have some lovely guests first thing this morning. I love it when we have company. All right. We're going to spritz this. I'm going to do it from the back side since the paper's rolled up. I should iron this, but we're not going to take that kind of time today. What we're going to do is just gently mist across that edge right there. I'm going to try to leave that lacy portion. We'll use this other section for a whole other project, but let's see if we can pull this gently. We can. We'll get a portion of the butterfly's wings in there, and I think that's fine too. We'll just tuck this away with the rest, and we'll use it when we get to it. So that will fit on the other jar just fine, and we're letting this dry really nicely. Now we can pull our white space off. We'll get that little ragged edge all the way around. It's great for blending, really gives it a fussy look. It's not fussy cut. Maybe it's not a fussy look, more of a mussed up look. Not messed up, just so. And I love the way that makes it look. Just a little ragged edge that we can work with. Is the rice paper like a cloth? Hey, I am. Are y'all ready? Yes, ma'am. Not a problem. Y'all hold tight. I'll be right back. So Are y'all still with me? I'm back. Thank you so much for waiting. So the rice paper is less like a cloth and it is a very light fibrous paper. So I'll hold it up close so you can see where I pulled the white portion off. See all the fibrous hairs in here? It is very light, much thinner than regular paper. It's a beautiful, beautiful product to work with. If you have never worked with rice papers before, you should try it sometime. If you're not local, it's okay. We ship and we can get you in some beautiful rice papers. Now, this one did not come all the way around. I think that's okay. We'll backfill with something right there. Let's go ahead and get our decor tacky glue on our jar. You can use your regular decoupage medium for this if you have some. If you don't, this is perfectly fine. I'm a big proponent of use what you have on hand. And there is a Pentart decoupage medium. There is also a Rethump Junk decoupage medium. Uh, I'm just starting my Monday out with one product, just one. And we'll roll the jar and tamp that paper down very gently. And now we have a lovely jar. Again, we'll backfill this little empty space. Now, I'll bet this is dry. It's dry enough. Let's go ahead. I'm going to turn the fan off. We do not want that fan blowing while we're doing foils. Gonna pat this on. There we go. Now, all we have to do now is decide the layout of our foils. I would really like, and I think we could do it on this side and maybe a little at the top. I would really, really like to employ our brand new, I love a brand new stencil, our brand new stencil from Decoupage Queen. And what I would like to do is just a small section, just a small piece right here. And I will tip the decor tacky glue in. My fingers are going to be so sticky. And I'm going to roll it and tink that side as well. So now our decor tacky glue is set through that piece of the stencil. And let me grab an alcohol wipe and wipe my hands because I don't want my hands sticky when I open those foils. I will ruin it. But I will go ahead and come up this side right here across the top edge of the paper onto the bottleneck. That way when I lay my foil down, I'll catch this area. I'm not going to go any further than that. Sticky. It is the stickiest glue. Thank you. I think it is a lot of fun. And above all, I love the fact that we're keeping this out of the landfill. We're making something else out of it, something usable and beautiful and purple. Today it's all about the purple. I know someone who will be thrilled once she sees this. Best friend. It's my best friend. So when you open these, what you'll find, they're taped into the box. There's a little piece of security tape on them to keep them from flying out, which is kind of important. Now, I've been watching the masters utilize legit gold foil, and all I can say is when I grow up, I want to be able to be like them. And since I'm not grown yet, we're going to do the best we can. I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to damp my bristles. I don't want an excess of water, so I'm going to smack the water off of it on the edge of the table. Now, let's see if we can do this. We've got our decor glue tacky right here and here. Let's see if we can do this. They do it so easily. That was cool, y'all. All right, we're just going to lay it down onto the bottle. Oh my goodness. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. We're going to need another piece. We're going to need a lot more than just a piece. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more glue so that when I lay down the next piece, we have space for it to live. Because once you lay a piece in and your glue dries and you brush it away, as much as I want to recycle it, as much as I want to save it, you really can't. That's sad. So let me, my bristles real quick. Let's do it again. I may have, oh, that was so cool. I may have taken too much off, too much of the water off my bristles, so I'll leave a little bit on this time. Aren't those beautiful foils? I don't know if you can see it really well. Look at that shine and sparkle. So beautiful. So, so pretty. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to tip the bottle with my finger. There's a little bit stuck to the bristles. But look how beautiful that's coming. Now would be the time for me to dust this. Let's see what our stencil did. Did we do it? No. I might not have let it dry enough. I think it's okay. We'll just do it different. If it didn't work the way you intended, it's okay. Do it different. We'll just tink that on there as if we meant to, very cat-like. We meant for it to look like that. Not really, y'all, but we're going with it. Now we have a beautiful sparkle and shine. Look at that. Look at that shine in the light. Thank you so much, Alexa. I appreciate that. I love to work with glass jars and decoupage papers, and adding the gold foils to it, or in this case the purple foils, is just an extra element. I'm going to try the stencil again. I didn't do it right. I think I'm supposed to let it dry more. And if that's the case, then we'll let it dry more and we'll do it again. I'm going to spritz that with some prep and clean it off because you don't want the decor tacky glue to stick to your stencil. And this is a brand new stencil, so let me try to keep it clean from the beginning. Clean gently because you've got very delicate features in here. And our prep won't hurt the stencil. It's a great cleaner. There is a stencil cleaner. I just use my prep because, again, I try to minimize the number of products that I'm using. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I use everything I have in my arsenal. But I just want to make sure this is cleaned off. It is a brand new stencil. So we'll try to keep it a little bit clean. A little bit clean. It's such a pretty stencil. And we're going to let this dry. I may put it in front of the fan. We can turn the fan back on now. I think we've got these out of the way. We do. And then for this one, I do have some different colored foils. And what I may do is foil the lid, although that lid looks super cute. And we may just add a little stencil to the side in color. And then, of course, we're going to backfill this little section right here so that we don't have a blank spot on the back. What am I going to put? Exactly sure. But I should take out the stencil the decoupage paper we were working with, and I may need to pull this side off and fill that back space in. I'll find what works the best. Of course, we have butterflies too, and those are super cute. But we'll find something that looks great. We'll add it to that back space. This still needs to dry because I turned the fan off, so that's not dry at all. But y'all, using the products is not impossible. It's not always easy, and it doesn't always turn out exactly the way you vision it. It's okay. Just keep going. Do the things and don't slow down for it. Make them beautiful, make them look like you envision them, and don't stop crafting. Don't stop creating, and keep some of these things out of the landfill with your beautiful imagination. Thanks for joining me for Mixology Monday. We used our Pentart foils. We used our Pentart decor glue tacky. We used some old jars and our brand new Iveda Zedana Gentle Lilacs rice paper designs. All of these products can be found on our website at twogirlstreasure.com. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Iron Orchid Designs summer collection release. That happens on Thursday. So we're getting something tomorrow. We big, huge, giant. I them for you before 1 p.m. Thursday. Don't forget, mark your calendar and join us here. But first, join us back here again tomorrow. We'll see you then for some wonderful DIY projects. I'm Diane Pruitt. We're in the studio at Two Girls Treasure in Florence, South Carolina. It's going to be a beautiful day. I hope you enjoy it. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Bye, y'all.